Hey, this is Aditya from LightHaven. Today I wanted to go over some double stick work that combines your gunting or your scissor motions with your Sinawali. The combination I'm going to be sharing stems out of sort of an exploration or a way of combining all these different double stick patterns that we have, these different double stick ways of movements that we have, still sticking to the same principles that we keep talking about when it comes to double stick. And so it combines a bunch of different stuff. I'm going to be showing you sort of two versions of it, a slightly easier version, um, which will help you get into the slightly harder version. There are also partner-based applications to this. Again, we're in a lockdown. I don't really have a partner right now, but this movement has specifically evolved from partner work. And so as soon as the lockdown ends and I can get a partner again, hopefully I'll be able to show you the applications of this with a partner. Before we begin though, it would mean a lot if you would like and share this video, if you would subscribe to the channel, if you have anything to add to the discussion, if you have your own combinations you'd like to do off a gunting, leave that in the comments down below. If you have any questions or requests for future videos, please also leave that in the comments down below. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. Our residential program is still up and running. We function essentially within a little bubble. As long as you can get a negative test income, our residential program is still up and running. Our online classes are also up and running. So if you want to train with us, either through any of these two ways, check out the email link I'm going to leave down below. If you have been watching the channel for a while, you know that there are a couple of major double weapon principles that I like to sort of use to coordinate both weapons. One is when one weapon is following the other weapon. So one weapon is following the other weapon. In any way, they can be slashes, thrusts, whatever. The other is when the weapons are crossing in this scissoring or gunting motion. And the third is when you have a combination, some sort of combination of the two. Now, the combination we're going to do right now, or the drill we're going to do right now, has a little bit of all three principles. But we're going to start with that scissoring motion. So, if you aren't familiar with this, I have a separate video on the gunting, which I will link down below. Have a look at that, get comfortable with that, and then come back to this. Um, I'm going to, for now, I'm going to keep my left leg forward. However, eventually you can be going into your open triangle footwork and then eventually go in all the way into your entire ranging footwork. The thing I'm going to keep in mind though is if I'm stepping forward with my left leg, then when I do the gunting, when I do the scissor, my right hand is going to be on top. This is super important for when you go to apply this. When someone is feeding you in angle one and you're going to go apply this, you need that inside hand, the hand inside their shoulders to be on top. So in this case, that means I'm going opposite hand, opposite leg is going to be on top. The other thing I'm going to imagine is as an angle is coming in from here, this inside hand, this right hand is going to be attacking or deflecting or diffusing the oncoming attack. It's going to be hitting the sword or the blade, deflecting the sword or the blade. Whereas the other hand, the left hand, which is on the outside, is going to be attacking my opponent's arm, the arm that's wielding the weapon. So I'm going to be stepping out. This is going towards the weapon. This is going towards the weapon wielding hand, and I'm cutting across. When we apply this, the top hand doesn't go all the way across, it sort of goes up. I'm essentially trying to make my stick move, my opponent's stick move back so it misses me on its way through. But for now it's enough to cross the hands and keep the if my left leg is stepping out, my right hand is going to stay on top. So I'm going to cross with the gunting and load back here. One stick is on a sort of a lower shoulder load, not all the way up, somewhere a bit lower, and the other stick is on by my hip. So I step and I cross. From here I'm going to do a broken angle 2 with the top hand, broken angle 2, and now from here I'm going to come back with a opening gunting. So it's closing, opening, closing, opening. I'm closing, angle 2 broken, open, come back in, step out, closing, angle 2 broken, open, close, broken, open, close, broken, open. For now, when you're opening, you can have it have opening just straight like this. But as you get more and more comfortable with this, depending on what it is you want to do, the opening can be slightly more, almost like this hand becomes an umbrella. This hand again looks to strike my opponent's arm. So maybe there's an angle one coming in from there, or an angle two, or even a vertical strike. This hand is looking to become an umbrella. As that happens, this hand is hitting my opponent's arm. So the basic combination is gunting, angle 2 broken. Again, this angle 2 broken is very important, especially when you're fighting someone with double stick. Again, when you look to apply this, you are stepping out, and in case he's coming back with an angle 2, or in case he's coming back with the other stick angle 1, you want this attack going across him to pick up whatever's coming from his backhand or from the other side. So you want this angle 2 to come, and from here you're opening. If nothing comes, this can be an attack. If something comes, this can be a deflection, a diffusion, and a counter attack at the same time. So one broken as I'm coming back, one broken as I'm coming back, one broken as I'm coming back, one broken as I'm coming back. The other thing to ensure is I don't want it to be a horizontal broken right now, although that is also okay. I would prefer diagonal angle to broken. This just covers more of my opponent's body and gives me an opportunity to pick up more of his attacks. So gunting, angle 2 diagonal broken, open with that gunting. Gunting, angle 2 broken, open with that gunting. One last thing to keep in mind over here is, remember where these knuckles are, is where the edge of the blade is. So not where you punch from, but here where your fingers bend. So I want to be here, I want the edge of the blade facing in, at least for now, cutting, edge of the blade facing out. And here again, I want the edge of the blade facing my opponent. I don't want to hit with the side of the blade or the back of the blade. I want to hit with the edge of the blade. That's something to keep in mind. Now let's add on to this combination. So I'm beginning with the same way, gunting and the 2 slash, opening that up. Now whichever hand is by the hip, or another way of thinking of it is whichever hand is the same hand as the leg that stepped out. So if my right leg is stepping out, I start with, if my left leg is stepping out, my right hand starts on top. Angle 2 is with my right hand. I open. Now my left hand, the same hand as the leg that's stepping out, is going to come forward with a thrust. As it comes forward with a thrust, the other hand is going to go tucked under the armpit. So now the thrust can be an angle 9 thrust. If you're familiar with the Pekiti Tirsia, it can be an angle 9 thrust, or it can be a cross. It really depends on what it is that you're trying to do. So I've gone 1, 2, open, whichever hand is the same as the leg that stepped out, thrust, the other hand tucks under the armpit, slash angle 2, from here the top hand slash angle 2, and I'm in this open position. Step back, gunting other side. Now if my right leg steps out, my left hand's going to be on top. 1, angle 2, open with that gunting. Now the right hand is the same as the leg that stepped out, so I stepped out with my right leg. My right hand is going to thrust, the other hand tucks under the armpit, slash angle 2, slash 1, 2, open, thrust, slash, slash 1, broken, open, thrust, slash, slash 2, open, thrust, slash, slash, open, thrust, slash, slash, open, thrust, slash, slash. Now you have a couple of options. So you've gone up, broken, open, thrust. This hand, as it slashes down, can come back onto the shoulder if you want. So it goes, I've gone thrust, slash, slash. It's come back onto my shoulder. Now as I step out, again that gunting happens. Or the other option is I've gone 1, broken, open, thrust, slash, slash under the armpit, and now you can go into your basic, again that basic heaven 6 or up 8 or whatever you want to do from this chambered position. You have that option as well. 1, 2, open, thrust, slash. Again, either this can come across and this hand can go up, or it can stay down, that's up to you. Or you've gone thrust slash slash, and it's chambered, one stick on your shoulder, one stick in medium load, in which case you can go into whatever other double stick attacks you want to from there. Another thing to keep in mind is my target is at center line. I am not trying to do this here. I'm trying to do this. My opponent is at center line. I'm trying to get off center line. And so my attacks are still on center line. Thrust, slash, slash, whether this comes up here or stays here. One, I'm attacking center line. Open, thrust, slash, slash. One, hitting center line. Open, thrust, slash, slash. So that's one thing to remember, that your opponent is on center line and you are attacking center line. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. Please do subscribe to the channel. If you have anything to add to the discussion, leave that in the comments down below. If you have any requests for future videos or any questions, please also leave that in the comments down below. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. Like I said earlier, our online classes are up and running. Our residential program is up and running. So to train with us through either of those two ways, check out the email I'm going to leave in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next video.